Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today. This one's going to be doing a review for The Walking Dead Dead City. This one I'm going to be doing our predictions video for the third season of The Walking Dead Dead City. I had a lot of people requesting that I would go ahead and do this one. Apologies for not doing it the day of the actual finale, but we had Daryl Dixon news and we had a lot of stuff going on, the review obviously, so I was like, okay, we'll push it till, today. Plus, we don't really have any footage for season 3, at least not as of yet. They haven't started filming yet. I know they're probably going to be starting filming pretty soon, so, we'll probably get some set information and other, cool stuff like that, which of course we'll cover. But in terms of this, we're going in blind, man. We're talking about this season prediction-wise with nothing to go on, so this will actually be kind of interesting. Man. After season 2 ended, I honestly really don't know what the hell to even think about it, honestly, because now we're kind of at a spot where, like, things are resolved, but they're not, you know what I'm saying? Like, Maggie kind of let Herschel go, stupid little bitch that he is, and then frickin', you got New Babylon here that's, the second wave that's going to be taking, over, so is this season what we all thought it was going to be at the end of season 1, which is that season 2 would be the Barazi War, which they're wrapped up now, and season 3 would be the New Babylon storyline where we fully just get into their characters and fully get into what's going on. Now, I gotta tell you, if they're doing a New Babylon story, you better make better characters than Colonel fucking Lucia. I'll tell you that right now. I don't like that character. I didn't. So let's hope that this season they've got some good characters up their sleeve. Now, the other thing to kind of note, and this is the biggest thing going into this season, we really have no idea how the story is going to flow. And what I mean by that is not just, in general, because we don't. Also because we have a new showrunner taking over, Seth Hoffman, in season 3. The Eli Journe, version of Dead City and that era of Dead City is over.
Fuck no.
It's done. So, overall now, we got to kind of think about it from a different perspective. Now, Seth Hoffman writes a really incredible show called Prison Break. And Prison Break is turned into one of my favorite shows I've ever seen. It's absolutely phenomenal. So, I'm confident that the man is going to do a good job, But, again, we don't know his writing style. Prison Break and, zombie content, very different styles of writing. Who knows? Some people are good at writing things like, some people are good at genres, and then some people are, not so good at other genres. You know what I'm saying? Like, I, for example, write a apocalypse series named World Gone Mad and a crime series named Fly By Night, but you wouldn't catch me ever writing a fucking, like, medical drama. You know what I'm saying? I don't know shit about it. I'd be plot holing myself 24/7. You know what I'm saying? So, it's kind of that league. You know what I'm saying? It's like, listen, sometimes people just don't know how to write shit. So, does Seth Hoffman know how to write an apocalypse story is the real question. He's good at crime, he's good at drama, but is he good at, apocalypse stuff? That's the question, because you gotta have you gotta have passion for the zombie genre, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have that passion, so it is what it is. We'll see what he kind of does with it, but there's a few plot lines in season 3 I honestly hope they wrap up, honestly, I gotta say. The Dama, I honestly just want her out of the story. I really do. I want her out of the story. I don't care for that character. I honestly wish they would kill her. So I'm going to make a death predictions to say that I think she's going to die. You know what I'm saying? Because I want her dead, so that's what I'm going to go with. You know what I'm saying? Seth Hoffman, write that down, buddy. Write that down. Okay. Now, I also think the New Babylon is going to be a big threat this season. I do. Which, again, we'll have to see if that's a good or bad thing. It's kind of hard to tell. I do hope this season they kind of remix the story a little bit. I kind of hope they give Negan a new design. Maybe instead of the leather jacket and all that bullshit all the time, I would actually give Negan, like, a new look. Like, maybe, like, longer hair, more of a clean-shaven look, because he looks scary like that. Maybe like a trench coat or something with like a blue shirt underneath, you know what I mean? And maybe like a new cool spike weapon or something like that, like give him a new look. Make Negan look new, not all this old nostalgia shit all the time. Give Negan like a cool new look, you know what I'm saying? Maybe Maggie as well too, you know what I'm saying? Give her a new outfit, you know what I'm saying? That'd be kind of cool. Maybe a new jacket, maybe let the hair go longer, you know what I'm saying? Maybe Pearlie Armstrong gets a new look as well. Kind of just give the character some redesigns, I think would be kind of cool, because I liked her appearance in season 1. It was kind of fresh, unique, and it was kind of different. Season 2, it's kind of just like the same old, you know what I'm saying? So maybe 3 can give us kind of a new, unique look to it. I also hope, and listen, this is my biggest request. I don't give a shit how low your budget is. Stop using old footage. If you don't have the budget for the show, then work that out in your contract, because I want actual good visuals for season 3. I was patient with season 2, you know what I'm saying? I kind of let it slide until it got really ridiculous in the finale where they were reusing old footage. You know, I gotta say, I want new footage, I want good looking shots, and I want New York to actually feel like New York City, not a, you know, random ass place that, you know, doesn't feel anything like New York with a couple buildings here and there, you know what I'm saying? They need to genuinely get a better budget for this because I watch stuff like Daryl Dixon, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, Daryl Dixon has a good budget, so I don't understand why this show doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Are people just investing more in Daryl Dixon as a character than Maggie and Negan at this point? I don't know. But it's weird how that whole thing kind of works out. I'm hoping for better visuals, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if shit shows like The Last of Us can have good freaking visuals and a nice budget, and that show is shit. So hopefully Dead City can have a good budget for season 3. That would be nice. But in terms of story predictions, this is kind of what I think. New Babylon will be heavily involved. Dama, I actually think they're going to axe her pretty quickly. Honestly, I think they're going to get rid of her. Herschel's just going to be a good guy again. They're just going to redeem him. Honestly, I can see it coming from a mile away. And in terms of deaths, I'll go more into deaths in my death predictions video that I'm going to do for season 3. But off the top of my head, I can say that a lot of, like, Negan and Maggie and all that stuff, like, they'll be fine, you know what I'm saying? In terms of, you know, going forward, though, I will say, like, I hope they introduce some new characters, some good new characters this season. I also hope they stick to the 8-episode run. I think 8 episodes works good enough. I'd like to see them continue that. I wouldn't want to see them sink down to 6 episodes again. I think 8 episodes works better because it actually felt like season 2 lasted this time, you know what I'm saying? Rather than just 6 episodes, speeds by, and then that's kind of it, you know what I'm saying? And then finally, I'd say the biggest thing I want to see from this season, and well, okay, I'm going to address the elephant in the room. I want Dwight, damn it. I want Dwight in this season. I really do. I want Dwight involved in this season. I want to see him and Sherry come back into the Walking Dead universe, and I honestly want to see some interactions between him and Negan. I think that would be really interesting. I think that would be a really unique, you know, way of telling the story. And I think Dwight and Sherry being involved in this season genuinely would be the most interesting thing you could do. So I'm pulling for that. I'm genuinely pulling for that, and I think that would be really cool. Now, finally, the other thing I kind of do want to see this season, and something that I kind of demand, is Annie and Joshua. I want to actually see them be a, you know, portion of this plot. I want to see them as actual characters, and I want to actually see them part of the story. And you know what's funny? I'm actually one that says that I don't really care about Annie. I don't really think her character's that gripping. But I want to see her involved because they brought the actress back. Clearly, the actress is involved in The Walking Dead still. So instead of giving us a hallucination scene, give us an actual sequence with, you know, his family, and let his family be involved. I think that'd be a massive W. You know, I mean, he's not leading the Barazi anymore, so I'd like to see him back with his family. I think that'd be cool. You got Maggie, Pearlie, Negan, and his family going through New York. You know what I'm saying? I think that'd be really cool. Now, the final thing, and kind of the wild card for me this season, is the Croat, or I guess Melee, as they call him. Melee! Honestly, I think he's still gonna die. Honestly, I really do. I think he's gonna die sacrificing himself, and he's gonna try to redeem himself, and they're gonna try to give him a kind of minor redemption story, you know what I'm saying? Because that kind of is where it seems like it's going, is a redemption story. Now, obviously, Seth Hoffman, one of the things with a new writer that we have to remember, if it's anything based off the way Fear Season 3 to Season 4 went, the characters were a shell of their former selves. So I'm curious if, you know, Maggie and Negan are still going to act like Maggie and Negan. That's one thing I'm hoping for, man. I hope this guy, honestly, I hope this guy can actually remix Maggie and Negan to a point where it's actually more exciting than season 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, actually give them some really unique storytelling, you know? Maybe not so much Maggie wants to kill Negan 24/7, you know what I'm saying? Because that's getting kind of tired, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, we'll see on that. But anyway, those are kind of my basic predictions for Season 3, kind of genuinely kind of what I think is going to be going down. Obviously, we'll be back with a Q&A video after the finale, probably tomorrow or the next day, so stay tuned for that, of course, guys. But let me know your predictions. Let me know your thoughts on this season. We're going to be doing a death predictions video for Season 3, both for Season 3 of Dead City and Daryl Dixon. They'll both get one, you know, in the matter of time. So thank you all for watching. If you're new to the channel, guys, and you enjoy videos like this, make sure to click subscribe so you don't miss any other videos. Follow me at Dan's Reviews Official on Instagram, guys. And, of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos for The Walking Dead universe. Enjoy the rest of the day, guys, and peace out.
Born in the dark alleys, city of concrete. Dan's reviews blowing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected every plot twist beat. World gone mad, TV junkies did a treat. Type whipping up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a straight fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of critique, shedding TV light.